How have you done this? How strategically have you implemented it and not got it wrong and done a good job?
No, no,
That
thank
is,
you. That's really really kind of you. But really, as I said, I don't know how to answer this. Just to say that I still believe that core competence is important. If you do one thing, I think it makes you more. Your vision becomes more sharper, and have a very no compromise whatsoever in the quality of the team. We've got very high quality team. Decisions have been taken for the right reasons. There's never been any madness about screen count. Screen count has already happened on its own, but we've always been into unit level economics. That
hmm.
where do we build, whether it's a Sangam in Delhi or whether it is a Forum Koramangala in Bangalore or whether it's a VR Mall Chennai, wherever we build, Bombay, Phoenix Mills, Juhu, that are there enough people around that catchment to basically take care of the viability of the project that we're doing. So we've been very careful about our location strategy, cost strategy, and building these units in such a way that every unit is profitable. If the unit is not profitable, you can fall like a house of cards. So I think that's been one of the things in retrospect. These days you can't say 2020. I'm saying in retrospect, maybe that has worked. What has worked is a good set of investors. I've been very fortunate to get incredibly amazing guidance from people like Renuka, now Warburg. I've been very fortunate to have entrepreneurs like Sunil Mittal and who've been almost like mentors to me. I've always gone up to them to take their advice. I've been fortunate to have a very strong management team. So quality of people has been very important. Most of my top guys, key people, are all CXOs are with me 10 years, 15 years now, and they've understood. So I said once you go deep into something, I think you hopefully you'll be okay.
You felt something when you entered a PVR hall too. Did
Yeah.
you consciously work on it?
Yeah, it just fell on, I mean, it didn't start off like with a very clear strategy, but as I moved along and gained some insights and knowledge into how Apple is built or how Starbucks is built, how Tata's have handled their business, how Airtel has handled their business. So many inspirations were all around me. Then I felt that no, the brand has to be consistent and the brand has to stand for something. And so that made us very, very conscious about the fact that whether you are in Rourkela or whether you are in Nanded or Ujjain or Delhi or Bombay or Bangalore or Chennai or Hyderabad, we're in about 78 odd cities now. So
Wow.
everywhere we service about 107, 110 million people. So we wanted to make sure that people have. It's an Indian brand. I mean, it had a joint venture long ago, but I was always fascinated by the consistency of the international brands, how they give in consumer interfacing businesses. So I felt that that is something we should do. So we invested in standard operating procedures. We had to tweak the brand because India is not a one size fits all brand. So we when we go to smaller towns, we want to make sure that it's PVR. Then we wanted one more audience which had home theaters. So we created Director's Cut, Lux. Then we wanted also to have very large formats. So in Dwarka and Noida, where there was not too many cinemas at that time, we came out with superplexes, 15 screen complexes, 12 screen complexes. So I think as we went to different catchments and tried different formats. Organically, the prefix was PVR, but the suffixes kept getting created. That
Yeah.
let's have PVR icon, PVR ECX, PVR Superplex, PVR Director's Cut. So like that, it just organically happened. I was fascinated by some hotel companies as well, like Hyatt, where you have your Hyatt Regency, Grand Hyatt, you have Andaz now, and you have Park Hyatt. So like that. So I said, if there can be done in hospitality industry, it can be done in cinema industry as well.